All right, let's do it. Hey, everybody, how's it going? I'm EnviroBoy. You can call me Scott. We're playing as this seat taken. I'm sitting here, happy lighting it up. that could mean so many things. I'm happy lighting it up. 420 blaze it. Is that even a relevant meme anymore? That feels so tired. I don't know. At any rate, all I'm doing is sitting at my desk and my happy light is flipped on because life is tragic and depressing, and I get like 3 hours of daylight, and I need anything to help brighten things up, literally and figuratively. Pull up, Scott. You're in a nosedive. All right, no, we're gonna be happy. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna organize people in Barcelona, apparently. Well, not people, shape people, sheeple. Oh, no, sheeple is kind of rude. You fell asleep in class. You fell asleep twice in class today. I'm very EP. What can I say? He's EP baby mode. He's so EP baby coded. You didn't stay up all night playing Quad of Duty 9, didn't you? These are tickling me. Look, the battle pass ends tomorrow and I'm 20 levels behind. I'll never make it, dude. Don't you understand? Don't you understand you're the product? They make it impossible to keep you there so they can keep advertising to you. You're not the customer, you're the product. Customer are the companies that pay for those ads, brah. It's all conspiracy, brah. Watch Running Man. Alright, anyway, or actually read Running Man more. So you bought the battle pass too? All my friends had the new costumes, so I'm a friend. I'm telling you to play more indie games. If you trade me your chips, I'll let you borrow my copy of Minami Lane. Minami Lane. You drive a hard bargain, but you got yourself a deal. Great. Okay. Let's just get one of these on. We know we're gonna need it, and if we need to adjust, we can. But for now, we're gonna start here. What do you want, Jade? You want to read, and you don't like bad smells. You know what, let's start with people. Actually, you need AC. I want to talk to someone you're hot. Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. Look at you all circly. Alright, you be there. Who wants to talk? I want to talk to someone don't like bad smells. I want to talk to someone do not like strong odors. I want to talk to someone I'm sensitive to cold. Okay, so you can't join over there, which means one of you is going to have to be there. I almost feel like putting you... Well, bad smell. So you could be near Cologne, and because you're central, I'm gonna put you there. So that way, because strong odors is very limiting, right? Like you can't be near anyone that's stinky or Cologne. And right now we only have stinkers here. Excuse me, sorry, I'm yawning. Caffeine hasn't done its job for me this morning yet. With the stinkers. Like, just because we only have stinkers right now, we might wind up, as people get on and off the train, with more. So if we can just, like, maybe if we establish you in the corner, and then you guys can just chat. Maybe if we do that, that'll keep you out of quote-unquote harm's way. You want to read. I mean, I feel like if we just put you alone, that's probably going to be pretty functional for that, right? Like, if we just put you over there. What about our stinkies? You want to read, and you want to be with someone. That's cute. You want to sleep, you want to be by the window. You want to sleep, and you want to be in the eye. Okay, well, if you're just two sleepers, what if we... Hold on, what are you... Yeah, you wanted to be by a window, and you wanted to be by an aisle. Okay, so if we do that... Hold on, are you... You guys don't care about stinks. Like, if you want to be... Yeah, you don't like bad smells and you don't like odors, so you can't... So you can't be with either of them. What's up with you? You don't like bad smells. Well... I mean... If you want to be with someone, doesn't that mean you want to talk with them? I don't know. Who's bringing garden shears on a train? Is that allowed? What's going on? Toys in danger. You go there. Okay, wait, hold on a second. Oh, I want you just, like, out the way. Is this, like, a spot? Can we put... Oh, it looks like it's an interactable spot. Okay, anyway, sorry. How am I... What if we put that up here? And do that. Well, no, because then we still need 3. Okay, what if we do here, 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 and you're still getting chopped up. Okay, so we got that. So, like... I don't understand. What if we put the 2... But see, you don't want to be with... Because I was going to say, what if we put the 2... You 2 next to each other, but then... you're going to be cold. What if we... Wait, hold on a second. What if we did this? You're just over there. What if we did that? Look at that. They're both happy. And then, hold on. They don't... Sensitive to cold and I'm hot. Okay, so if we put you there... Okay, you're with someone. That's great. Play loud music and sensitive to cold. Cannot stand talking. Well, what if we put you there and then you away from the talkers? Yeah, there we go. Look at us go. Alright, confirm. Confirm, eh? Give me that credit. Give me that bonus credit here. Oy vey. I feel like I've been talking about depression so much. Because it turns out that when you're going through bouts of it, it's like all consuming in your life. What do you know about that? I know a few things about that. I don't know, I'm not trying to be like ultra mega depressing about things. I'm not trying to be depressed, it just sort of happens. I don't know, like I am being very open about it, and that's a very intentional thing. Because I don't... How do I get... I think the trouble I'm gonna run into... Like, what if we do that, that, oh, no, that, there we go. Oh, but shoot, we still have those, because then it's there. What if we, wait, hold on, what if we slide all of these up here? Slide all those up here. I'm a little uncomfortable with the fact that, like, out of necessity, we're about to almost make a swastika. That's a very... Okay, we kind of avoided it, but we were kind of treading dangerously. There's definitely a way we could have made... That would have been bad. No, I'm trying to be, like, open and willing to talk about my struggles with sort of depression type stuff. Because I feel like it's something that you never know... If we put you there... You never know if it's going to be meaningful to someone, right? And, well, what if we put you there? You guys, because you guys are cool with smells and everything, so if we just, like, get you there, that seems like it'll work out pretty well. It's... Man, oh man, this is going to be a confusing one to figure out here. But, like, it feels like... It feels like... There some... Okay, I'm gonna try starting again here. My gosh, it is so hard to, like, hold a conversation while trying to stay focused on what's happening here. Oh my gosh. Okay, oh wait, you don't want... Well, okay, I'm gonna need to move you. Yeah, I know, you want someone to talk to. You don't care. We put you... Do you care about cold? You don't care about cold either. And those guys don't care about cold, but we have more right here. Hold on, you just need someone to chat with. If we put you there... Oh shoot, but you need someone to chat with too. You don't care if it's hot. You want to talk to someone... Oh wait, no, you are hot. You are hot. Why are you sad? Oh, because you don't have anyone to talk to. Who's Colony Baloney here? What if we... Oh, what's your deal? Running too much cologne. What if we put you over there? And we put you right there. Oh, but you can't concentrate. Because you don't like the talkers. Well, you guys aren't talking. What if we do that? Okay. It seems okay for now anyway. God, it is so hard to cut. Okay, so... One of the things, too, that I think can be... It's not like a misconception. It's just something that people don't think about when it comes to sort of like depression and really just kind of going through tough times is there's this sort of perception that it's like a super finite thing. Hot and you forgot to shower. Story every time. It's just gonna compound the issue, my brother. What are you... You're just hot. What if we... Because you don't have any needs there. What What if we do that? So that way all the stinkers can be there together. They all seem pretty happy. Like, people when they think about, like, if they have a friend who's struggling with depression or something, there's sort of like this idea, and it's not anyone's fault for thinking this, it's just sort of how it goes for a lot of people. There's this thought process: you don't want to fall asleep, and you don't like bad smells. So I think that's perfect, because there's music right there. You don't like bad smells. Oh, cool. Okay, we're good. Boom, boom, ba-da. There's this perception that it's a finite thing, that it's like once it's done, you're good, right? Like, people think about it, I talk about it like it's an injury in a lot of ways, in that the recovery process isn't necessarily just something that, like, oh, you had one good day, so you're better, right? Like, if you injure your ankle, you need to keep being mindful of that. This one's an easy one to solve. Oh, right there. You need to keep being mindful of that, and, like, you need to still take it easy. It's an ongoing thing. And in that same sense, people, like, in that same sense, when you're injured, you still have to find a way to go about your day, like, especially in America, because no one gives a crap if you're sick. You don't get sick leave. And so, let's see, we have a lot of, we're gonna have a lot of sensitive to cold, so I'm gonna take that off, put you over there, I guess, maybe? I don't know if that's right. I don't know if that's gonna work, because you want to read, but you're, like, super stoked about it. Yeah. Like, do I have that right? I feel like that's right. I feel like that's gonna work. Because you don't like bad smells. You're away from the bad smells. It's a good smell. That's fine. Cannot stand loud music, and you're sensitive to cold. So if we put you, Roshan, I want you to go. Where do I want you to go? What if we put you just, like, up here, maybe? You're still boiling. You want to be cooled off. What if we put you right there, maybe? Because you don't like strong odors, so you can't go there. I mean, I guess maybe you could go. Oh, no, you can't breathe. Oh, because the cologne guy over there. Cologne baloney over there. You don't like bad smells. I don't know. We'll see. You might be able to stay there, but we might need to move you. We're running to, yeah, because, see, like, this guy who's hot, because he doesn't like the strong odor. So yeah, so what if we put you, like, over there, and we'll put you right there. Okay, I'm doing such a bad job of explaining what I'm trying to explain. One of the big struggles with, like, depression and stuff is you still have to go about your day. Like, you still have to go. It's especially so compared to an injury or an illness, because, like, if you have a visible injury, like if you got, like, a boot on your ankle or something like that, people are immediately, like, they see that and they're like, oh, you're hurt, take it easy, don't overexert yourself. Don't want to be next to a kid and you don't like bad smells. Okay, so you could probably be over there. What are we gonna do with these kids? You don't like bad smells. Oh shoot, you want to be with your parent. Oh shoot, you're a loud noisy parent. Shoot, that might throw a real monkey wrench in everything I've been trying to do here. What if we, okay, hold on. What's your deal? Sensitive to cold, and you play loud music. If we put you there, you're gonna be fine, and you want to be with your parent. Okay, so that all works. That's still all okay. You do not want to be next to a kid, and you want to read. If that's your only concern, we can put you there, and that's fine. What's you want to read, and you don't like bad smells. You want to be next to another kid, so you should be fine there. Sensitive to cold. You don't want to be next to a kid. You don't like bad smells. Oh shoot, what's your deal? You're sensitive to cold. Can't stand loud music. Fine. And you don't want to be next to a kid and you don't like bad smells. What's your... Okay, so if we put you here and what's you? You're just sensitive to cold. If we do that, then everyone's happy. Great. Get these turned on. You still have to go about your day if you're struggling with depression, and that can be a really hard thing, and it's the kind of thing that doesn't visually have many signals, so people don't realize just, like, probably how many people are just kind of like, they're not enjoying their day, they're getting through their day, right? Like, because that's a difference, right? There's a difference between enjoying your day and getting through your day. Oh shoot, this is gonna be... What if we... That's a 3. So yeah, if we do that, and then there's our 3s. And it's good to keep that. You want to be... You don't like the smell of cologne, you want to be with your friends, you want to be by a window. Oh shoot, okay, so I'm gonna need to... No, stop, put that one there. We're gonna need to shuffle someone around here. So it's like needing to go. What's your deal? You just want to be next to another kid. You don't like bad smells. Okay, this should be easy enough to put you guys over there. So that way we can put you guys here. You don't like the smell of cologne. You want to be by a window. What are you sad with? Oh, because you just don't have your friends. You want to be with your friends. All you care about. And you don't like bad smells. So if I put you there, you're away from the bad smells. Perfect. And so, like, if you're trying to go about your day, like, because what happens is you have to go about your day. You have to do, and you have to keep things together. Like I say, if you're like, if you have a cast on your arm, or you visibly have like stitches on your face or something, right? People will immediately sort of like make accommodations for you. If you have a boot on your foot because your ankle's busted and you're going about your workday, people are gonna like walk slower for you. It's just an inherent thing that we do because we're empathetic creatures. If it's just your mood, there is like if you're going through a bout of depression or something, what tends to happen is people don't really think about, what's your deal? You're hot and you want to be with someone. Okay, what if we just put you there? Seems content there. And so you have to keep going about your day. You have to keep doing everything that you would normally do. You also want to play loud music. You don't want to be next to a kid. You don't like bad smells. So if we put you there, that works. And so as you're trying to go about your day, it's really tough because you have to play it normal. Because if you're acting depressed, people, it's more of a toss-up on if people are going to be understanding. Like, everyone wants to say they understand depression as a thing, but they don't realize that sometimes depression is just you're not super into what you're doing. In fact, most of the times it's one of the big things. It's like you still do the things that you have to do, but you're not into it. Like, you're not going to be excited about your job, which, I mean, granted, whoever is, right? People with awesome jobs, that's who. And so, like, and all of this to say, I'm, like, I am struggling with it in my life these days, and it is something that I'm constantly working on. It's something that my partner is like, I'm a lucky one. I'm a lucky one to be with someone who is understanding of these types of struggles, of the fact that I go through all this. You want to be with someone you don't like bad smells. Yeah, you're still gonna. What if we? Oh, you don't like the stinky either. What if we put you over there? There we go. Okay, that works. Great. Don't like strong odors and can't stand loud music. Okay, so if you're over there, you have someone cannot stand loud music. Perfect. Yeah. Great. And so I'm trying to be open about it, not as necessarily for my own thing, but so that if there's anyone else who is encountering it and feeling it themselves, right, then you can recognize that, like, yeah, you like, this is I don't want to say it's a normal thing. I don't want to normalize being depressed, but at the same time we do, right? Just like we want to normalize being injured, normalize being, on the spectrum, all of these things, like, because it's good for us to recognize that everyone has something. Everyone has something, even if it's not obvious, right? And, you can be that kind of person who's grading it, right? My something is worse than your something or whatever. It's like, oh, at least I don't have your something, right? But at the end of the day, everyone's experience is informed by what they're going through. So everyone's worst day, it doesn't matter if it's better than your worst day, right? It's still my worst day. It's why we understand that a baby cries when their toy breaks, because if it's the first time they've experienced a broken toy, then that is the worst day of their life so far, right? And we don't look at that and say, like, oh, you stupid baby, you don't even know how bad it's going to be. I mean, we might say that sarcastically, but no one's like serious about that, because A, the baby can't understand, and B, like we say, like, we understand it's context of what your life experience is, it's why we can still even somehow have sympathy for, like when we watch Friends and they all live in these like beautiful apartments that no one nowadays could afford, just by being baristas and all that. Whereas nowadays, someone can barely afford one bedroom in a 4-bedroom apartment as a barista, as well as affording food without working overtime or a second job, right? It's why we can still feel sympathy for them when their story is portrayed as having a bad day, because we recognize that for their life experience, it's, they're experiencing the worst day. And so, like, I'm trying to sit here and be as open about it as possible, even though it's like there's something kind of embarrassing about it, something kind of difficult about it. I'm like pausing the game right now so I can just like actually get this thought out. It's because I think it's important for people to recognize that, you know, if they're experiencing what I'm describing here, like there is validity, there is something, there's validation in recognizing yourself in someone, right? It's like that representation concept. It's, you know, we talk about it a lot when it comes to gender or nationality and all that kind of stuff. Representation matters. It also matters for, you know, the struggles you go through. It's why we're really excited when we see, you know, it's why we're trying to be more inclusive with, you know, things like having different people on the spectrum represent, you know, within shows and within different sectors of life. You know, it's why all of these things matter, and for this, it matters for the people experiencing it. I know, hi Kitty. My kitty has come to join us. But I think it's also important for people who, even if you're not experiencing it yourself, to sort of see and understand, like, you know, like, because we all know the messaging, but sometimes you don't. Like, if it's just the messaging comes on an NBC infomercial or something, that's, you know, the more you know, it doesn't sink in as much necessarily as if there's an example of someone being like, yeah, I sound super normal, and but I'm also struggling with these things. It's why, like, when Robin Williams passed, we were all super shocked and depressed, right? We were all very upset, and it was very moving because we just, like, it was a real life example of like, wow, these are real issues that real people that we love are going through. And so it's just sort of like this recognition, like offering up this recognition, not that you necessarily need to notice all of the subtle signs, but like if you acknowledge that it's something that people go through and just sort of like make yourself ready to be understanding and helpful in these situations, like you never know where you might just sort of like accidentally make a huge difference in someone's life, you know. So I don't know, like I say, at any rate, it's just something, oops, my bad, there's something, it's uncomfy for me to be this open. I'm not someone who usually likes to do that, but I'm making myself talk about it and present that to the world, because there's a certain security. I get like 5 views per video, so you know, it's there's a certain security. It's I'm mostly just journaling here. Video journaling, vernaling, is that a thing? We'll make it a thing. Vernaling. Feel free to vernal. Start a vernal. It's quicker than writing. If your handwriting is rough, I mean, if you're bad at handwriting, I would suggest practicing it. It's a good skill to have. But if that's not something you can do, everybody's got a phone with a camera on there. Just keep a vernal. Put them all in a folder, right? Save those videos, and there you go. Maybe one day you'll be able to. Someone will find all of it, and they'll make a found footage documentary about you. It'll be like a future Diary of Anne Frank thing. Hopefully not as dramatic, because hopefully we'll never have to go through anything that Anne Frank went through. Although, if we look at the current political landscape, we can understand why people are depressed and why we might be afraid that that's going to be happening. So, anyway, I've done enough difficult topic discussion, and we have enough time to maybe do 1 or 2 more puzzles here, so I'm gonna do that rather than wasting more time talking about difficult things. Just know that if you're going through stuff, you're not alone, right? I'm not gonna give you the it'll get better. That doesn't help when you're in it. That's like telling someone who is presently in the middle of like COVID, like, oh, you'll heal. It's like, I know, but this still sucks, you know. But you're not alone, and if you aren't going through it, just like, you know, you're not expected to be a hero or anything, but if you are someone who understands and recognizes and doesn't act surprised and offer platitudes, and instead just is there and present to help someone who is going through it, that's what will make you a hero. Like, we don't need you to be a therapist. We need you to just be present and help us not feel like we're a bother or a burden when we're going through our own stuff. Like, that helps a lot. Anyway, I love visiting new places and feeling their vibe. What's Barcelona's vibe? I feel like discovery, innovation, determination. What are you, a horoscope? Get out of here. Maybe your vibe detector could point us to a good restaurant. I'll take you to a place with the best crema catalana in the city. These Europeans just like traveling all over the place. I feel like that's as an American, it's one of the things that I'm most robbed of. Like, yes, it's related to the fact that our society doesn't have any interest in giving us time off, But I feel like I'm most robbed of the fact that, like, just casually traveling to another country and enjoying a weekend with a city, like in a city, and just like kind of seeing things casually, like that doesn't, it's not a thing for us, and it kind of bums me out. Whatever, I'm just gonna put these all in corners here. Doesn't matter. It does. I might have to shuffle them, but I'm gonna start that and see what that does for us. All right, what do you want? I want to talk to someone you not want to be next to a vending machine. Great. Yeah, I know. No one wants to listen to you. Yeah, because you go and shut up. I want to meet with Goran. Oh, okay. Well, that's convenient. You guys meet up. So, okay, there's only one more talker, so you've got to be put over here, right? You want to meet with this guy? Wearing too much cologne and you're hot. Oh, we have AC. So if we put AC on, are you happy now? Yeah, you're happy. And then yeah, so everyone there is happy, so presumably we'll be okay. Except unless we are, like, running into cologne issues, but we'll tackle that if we get to it. Where are you? Where do you want to go? What do you want? Sorry, what do you want? Dahlia. Assistant manager. So if I put you there, are you content? Yeah, because you're close. Okay, that works. What do you? You need a computer. You do not like the smell of cologne. I mean, I feel like that's easy enough to achieve. Put you right there. What do you want, Jenny? You want to be able to focus on work and you need a computer. Jenny. I mean, okay, computer, focus on work. There you go. What are you? You not like to work. I want to be next to a vending machine. Oh, convenient. I mean, I guess you don't mind there being a computer there. Just put you alone by the vending machine, I guess. I don't know what, like, I don't like to work means. Because if they are fine with having a computer, it's fine, whatever. You guys want to be with your friends and you need a computer. Are you guys all working? I thought you were getting coffee or something. Want to be able to focus on work? All right. I guess they work in Barcelona. Want to be with my friends. Need a computer. All right, and then I'll be next to a plant if I put you there. Okay, cool. They're all happy. Everyone's happy. We're all happy. We're all super stoked. You're freezing. Okay, you don't want that. He doesn't want that. All right, confirm. We're doing on time. We can get at least one puzzle. Drew and I were talking, and we think you should be the one to introduce the film. Me? Yeah, nah. This is your hometown. And none of us would be here without ya. We believe in ya. Know why we all became Valley Girls. But we did. I went with it. Okay, now what? I mean, presumably you guys can all just, like, stick with where you are. You guys... Okay, so we have a bunch of talkers. You want to be by a water fountain, huh? See, now the question is going to be, do I move the water fountain? So, wait, hold on. You want to be next... You want to be You do not want to be next to a vending machine. Okay, that's easy enough. Because it's not there. So if you want to be by the water fountain and you guys want to meet and you're sensitive to cold, what if we just... Oh, but you want to be... What if we did this? Oh, but you wanted to be away from that. What if no one has a problem with a plant? Okay. I'm gonna put you there. And you there. What's your deal? You want to be there? Okay, that might work. Yeah, that works. Great. Super duper neato, gang. You want AC. You want to be able to focus on work. We'll put you right there. Don't like bad smells. I mean, understandable. You want to be... You have a video call. You're going to be next to a board. Oh, you need silence, though. Uh-oh. Uh-oh! Oh, what's your day? You want to be with Goran. You want to be able to focus on work. And you need... What does it say? You need a computer? What if we put you over there? You need oh, wait. Okay, what if we put you... What if we swap you two? Okay. Okay, they're stoked. What's your day? You do not like to work, but you need a computer. You need a computer to not work. What's your... Manager? What if we put you... Wait, what's your deal? Wait, hold on. What was your deal? You want to be able to focus on working, you need a computer. What if we put you... Oh, wait, but you needed silence. Okay, what was your deal? You're hot, you want to be able to focus on work. Don't like bad smell. Okay, if that's your only bag, if you don't like... What if we put you there? Put you there. And then you're hot and you forgot to shower, so we put you there. Yeah, there we go. Conform. Conform it. My cat is presently like half under the desk on my lap. She is very happy. She heard me talking about depression and she's all like, I will fix it. I'll come here and cheer you up. There are physiological benefits to mood and everything, being able to pet an animal. That's why like puppy therapy is a thing, and that's why they during exams will bring in like therapy dogs to universities, which is A, hilarious, B, adorable. Oh, are you stuck? Are you able to get out? Okay, just figuring it out. You're such a little squirrel. See, look, it works. And I'm convinced that half of it is because animals are just so unwittingly simple that you can't help but be amused by them. But either way, I'm going to pause partway through this because I'm going to record another episode after this. But it is time for me to say thank you so much for joining me. I love and appreciate every single one of you. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I'll try to avoid getting too into it. I mean, I picked this game because I'm kind of going through it right now. And I needed something that was, like, simple, kind of helped get me out of my own head. Which, like, a puzzle game is always really good for that. So that's why we're playing this. We might beat it in the next episode, honestly. But just with all of that in mind, I'll try to not over discuss it again in future episodes upcoming, because I know it gets heavy if I keep doing it. But like, just take care of yourselves and take care of each other. I don't know. I feel like we're in such a culture that sort of like inadvertently conditions us to be isolated, depressed, angry, upset. You know, the media's constantly giving us depressing facts and figures and videos, and we're being told by our leaders that each other are the enemy and everything. I think there's not enough messaging of the fact is we need to look out for each other, and I feel like so many of our problems would sort of naturally start trending the other way if we just stubbornly insisted on being empathetic and taking care of each other. So like, that's it right there. Like, take care of yourselves, take care of each other. Like, don't even focus on avoiding bad or excising bad in your life, because that still puts an emphasis on the bad. Focus on promoting and offering good, and that will naturally recontextualize things, and that doesn't mean you ignore the bad. It means that you are now becoming a solution, not obsessed with the bad. So I guess that's what I would offer as like a recommendation. So I don't know, give it a shot. There you go. Love you. Bye. I don't know. I feel like that's a good message, right? Straightforward one. Like, do good. Be good. Do good things for people. I don't know. It seems like that should be pretty non-controversial, although in today's world, there's plenty of people who, again, probably because they're conditioned to just be negative and contrarian, would say like, no, I know it's wrong. In which case, you're the problem. Don't be the problem. Be the solution. Make Mr. Rogers proud.